Formula 1 coverage on YouTube is presented exclusively by Oricon.
The lady here is going to try and outbreak me because she's obviously from another league.
And welcome back to Formula 1! It's time for round 10 in Austria's A1 ring, which was previously named something far more Deutsch and hard to pronounce. Austria is the land of Niki Lauda, a legendary Formula 1 driver who previously nearly killed both me and my co-host, Mark A. Iyer. Mark, how are you doing?
I have 12 curtains, and
I hate myself.
Don't we all, Mark? Don't we all? But we can take pride in knowing that we are probably the first individuals to successfully get Niki Lauda to stop smoking, even if it may only be temporary. But he hasn't smoked since that happened, and that may be partially because his eyebrows got singed off along with our eyebrows. It was very awkward.
I really enjoy those moments.
Well, see, I don't get that. I've been in a few crashes in my life. A few of them were fiery. None of them were pleasant.
when I was in college, I always found convenience stores to be comforting. Doesn't matter if you're in a store, I knew that's what was gonna happen.
Mark, I don't know what life experience you've had, but the gas station blowing up is not normal.
Please.
Statistics are out the window.
Fine, Lord,
Well, hi.
that's a lawn dart. That is
What's
a
going
lawn
on? Why am I alive? What's going on?
Get through that. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, we're gonna figure that out. But real quickly, Minardi has a quick update. The radio transmissions are only coming out of the right ear for some reason, and they're not sure why, but they got to the bottom of it before the next race. Anyway, let's get on to qualifying highlights. Jesus. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Other than annex the Deutsch people, because we're in Austria. I don't know why I'm saying that. Actually, I do know why I'm saying that. I'm from Argentina. The point is... The Williams is going to be a bit quick here. A mite rapid, you might say. A tad speedy, in fact. My gap to physical is very telling that I'm not going to be the star of this race. That's also very telling that I'm not going to be the star of this race. It's because of that specific corner. That's what fucks me up. It's very strange, the combination of the elevation change.
You've dropped to 10th place.
Oh my god. Well, my worst start ever has been 15th, so, you know, as long as I don't do worse than that.
You're in 10th position now.
I'll only have improved for my debut. Not in terms of final race position, though, because that was a fluke.
You'll be starting 4th on the grid.
Oh, nice. That's very, very nice. If I do say so myself, that's very, very, very nice. Yes. Very nice. Oh god, the crowd's gone again. We have some rather unusual qualifications today. Giancarlo Fisichella takes pole for Benetton. Meanwhile, coming up right in second is Mika Hakkinen in the Mercedes, and in third it's Rubens Barrichello. Not much unusual about the grid other than that, unless you realize that Driver Williams knocked out in Q2-ish. Michael Schumacher's pretty down, and David Coulter's in 5th, and Tuero is in 4th, so some exciting developments coming from there. David Coulthard currently leads the Drivers' Championship with 46 points. Right behind him is Michael Schumacher with 39, and trailing behind, right behind in third, a threat to Schumacher is Esteban Tuero with 38. The points start with Pedro Diniz in 15th, and they only get up from there, with Rubens Barrichello, our third place qualifier for the day, being in 10th with 4 points, and Fisichella in 6th with 19. Dominating the Constructors' Championship, it's McLaren with 77 points. Right behind them in second is Ferrari with 48, and in third it's Minardi with 38. Minardi may soon come under threat from Williams, who has 36 points. We are about to be underway here at Austria, and the rain is pouring down. It looks like the type of weather which might necessitate wet tires or heavy wet tires.
I don't have that, do I?
Well, your car probably doesn't need them, Mark, so that's okay. Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Turn off.
It looks like the Minardis are particularly struggling for traction right now, and it may be because of the unique resurfacing that the A1 ring had a couple of years ago. And oh my god, a really dangerous dive bomb from Schumacher, and extremely unsportsmanlike that could have easily taken out Tuero in turn 1.
RaceL is taking the lead.
I don't even know what I just said or meant by that. I just know that I really meant it. The hell were you thinking?
Schumacher 2 seconds ahead. Verstappen is only a second behind.
I'm on a heavy fuel load, so I can sprint more towards the end. This is not looking ideal.
Schumacher 3 seconds ahead.
Oh, it's 3 fucking seconds.
Pulling away.
How do I fight against
Verstappen's only
that?
a second behind.
Another miserable start to a rainy race. Let's hope it turns around like Silverstone did. Qualifying fourth, man. Fucking fourth. That's great qualifying, if I'd say so myself. Why is this going so badly? And I have just demonstrated to you why I still haven't forgiven Schumacher. Or our tire supplier. Who the fuck is it? Come on. I cannot hold my own here.
Sprint 2 seconds ahead. Verstappen is right behind you. Ralph 4 seconds behind you.
Well, it'd help if one of us could hold our own, but clearly neither of us did there.
Sprint 4 seconds ahead. He's pulling away. Ralph 2 seconds back. You're in 9th position now. Sprint 5 seconds ahead. He's pulling away. Ralph's only a second behind.
Why is he pulling away? Usually I'm the best at raid. I am like Alexander Albon. I am better than anyone else when it rains.
Sprint 5 seconds ahead. Ralph 2 seconds behind you. lap.
Starting to get more pace out of the car now. But it's very late to get that pace. I mean,
The
McLaren
weather's
isn't winning.
clearing up.
What? You're serious? You're serious? The weather is clearing up? Are we gonna have another Argentina on our hands? Yes, I believe so.
The track is drying up. We can put on the dry tires now.
Alright, guess we're gonna start seeing people pit. You probably should have told me that before I passed the pit entrance, though.
My bad. I've been falling asleep in this weather.
Oh my god! What? Did I just...
Yup!
Yes, I believe that is the number 14 Sauber of Gianalisi, whatever it is, pinned in between the ground and the wall due to some form of accident. Very up high, his wheels are suspended in mid-air, most of them. Well, 3 of them, in fact. That's how deeply it's lodged into that wall.
What just happened?
The wedge between the ground and the fence. I see we all share equal confusion over these events.
Don't pass. Francis is 5
My
seconds ahead.
god!
A bit too late, the stewards have finally issued the yellow flag and the slow zone for turn 3 and its surrounding areas. But that car has been there for quite a bit already, so I do believe that's a little late, especially since Tuero already came through there at full blast, not knowing that there was a car launched into the wall.
Francis is 4 seconds ahead. Verstappen is 3 seconds back. Coulthard is taking the lead.
I mean, it was twirling something. I guess I glugged up a lot of fuel or something. So that took longer than expected.
You're in 14th position.
Alright, let's get out there! Yes, you can do.
Fisichella is the new leader.
Which implies that the Minardi and Prost are the teams that can skidoo. But then again, it also implies that all teams can skidoo, and we're just the first that figured it out. I don't know why I'm talking.
3 seconds behind you. Coulthard's heading for the pit. Irvine's heading for the pit. Francis is going into the pit. There's a yellow flag ahead. Truly only a second ahead.
And it's tragedy for Jos Verstappen in the number 19 Stewart Ford, who's crashed just before reaching the pit lane entrance to replace his worn wet tires. They weren't fit for racing, so he tried to get something that was fit for racing, but it just barely didn't make it. One of the most painful moments you could have in motorsport. Damn!
Williams 6 seconds
He almost made it. Oh, don't give me a warning flag for that again!
There's a yellow flag ahead.
You did that to me!
You're in 9th position now.
What is it, France? Didn't make sense then, doesn't make sense now. Oh my god.
What's with you?
Didn't quite catch what McLaren that was, but it was certainly making a run for it.
But don't mind that.
Truly's 2 seconds ahead. Irvine's only a second behind. for the pit. Ralph's heading for the pit.
What is that rubber band?
Truly's just ahead.
Oh!
You're gaining.
Truly! God, fuck you!
Irvine's only a second behind.
And that means Irvine just made a legal overtake, cause fuck me,
Slow down.
in my ass. Tuero has a point. That's an illegal overtake if Irvine doesn't yield that position
get out of the
soon.
caution.
I saw all of that.
There's a yellow flag ahead.
Another one! Good lord!
Slow down. Don't pass. Hakkonen's the new
You
leader.
better not give me another warning flag. I am equally speechless! That is Giancarlo Fisichella, former race leader, now DNF at Turn 3 Remus due to the same type of incident that took out Gianluigi, whatever his name is, only a few laps ago. A tragic incident and a strange coincidence. The dartboard claims another victim.
Okay.
I understand how Sauber ended up there. How did Fisichella end up there?
He's pulling away.
I generally consider him to be a well-disciplined driver.
Fisichella is dropped out of the race.
It's madness. Madness, I tell you. And the cross is going on too.
Prince is 2 seconds back.
The cross getting upgrades is one thing. Fisichella wiping out like that is another. His brakes had to have failed. I
Heading for the pit.
won't accept any other reason.
You're up with the leader.
It's either his tires or his brakes. I believe in Fisichella.
He does not like that.
I can hardly blame him. Both on track and off track, Tuero and Fisichella are great friends. So this is definitely a bit of a thing where it's going to psychologically mess with him, seeing someone who he very much respects and believes in the ability of wipe out. And oh, what the Williams is doing! Absolutely unsportsmanlike. And what happens? This asshole, who I passed at the last second in Britain, shows up.
Prince, only a second ahead. Hill, 7 seconds back.
Did my ears just go weird, or did something...
I didn't hear anything.
Did the ceiling of my helmet just...
Helmets don't do that, Tuero. Just carry on.
Prince, only a second ahead.
starting to heat up in here.
Hill, 7 seconds back. You're in 6th position now.
Oh my! Twice in a row! Of course! God damn! Now that I got the guitar riff
There's a
from
yellow flag ahead.
another one.
Slow down.
Do I see
Don't
smoke
pass.
from it? The dartboard is not claiming another victim, Is it what but I it's think it Hans Roald Frentzen in the wall! It seems at turn 2, he has lost control of the car and his front axle is collapsed. He is taken out of points contention for this race, and Williams' attempt to overtake Minardi in the Constructors' Championship is slowly falling apart. Yeah, those are cows in the infield. What are they doing there? Are they not bothered by the noise of screaming V10s? If so, based cows, but I can't imagine that's good for cows. Do the farmers put on little earmuffs before the race? Because that'd be cute, but
No, just ahead.
that'd be strange.
Schumacher's only a second
Now,
behind.
then again, Russia does use VR headsets on cows, so who am I to judge? Actually, I suppose earmuffs wouldn't fit on a cow. It would have to be earplugs. Also, now I'm not in the points. Now there's a Jordan in the points.
Ralph only a second ahead. He's pulling away.
Ralph proving himself versus his
Schumacher's only a
brother.
second behind.
I respect the quest, but I want those points. Or that point. There's only 1 point for 5th, I believe.
You're in 6th position now.
Oh. That is Eddie Irvine with not a lot of pace. And I also almost borked into damaging my suspension again. Oh, God. Really did what Damon Hill did the other week. I would say he Damon Hilled himself, but that was not self-inflicted.
Ralph, 2 seconds ahead.
I'm amazed that people are still using the side shift system after that.
Shallow, 2 seconds behind you.
That confused me.
Flag ahead.
Yeah, I need to keep that position in that case. Sorry, Sal. By the way, the Arrow's upgrade package is working wonders, because now I have to worry about you.
Ralph, 5 seconds ahead. And he dropped out of the race. Sallow's only a second behind.
That would be a Prost, wouldn't it? God, strange things are occurring here.
Uh-oh.
Like, what are you?
As of this track,
You mean wreck?
No, it's the companies that are wrong.
Beached on turn 3, I think. Turn 2, turn 3.
Ralph, 8 seconds ahead.
Well, we've already kind of reacted to that. That is Mika Salo of the Arrows. It's the all-black car. He's beached himself on turn 3 after a particularly unfortunate lockup. And what he's basically done is he's gotten the car stuck on the lip of the road, and the engine is just not restarting as it is.
don't know why that is.
And I'm gonna get passed by Ferrari. I thought I had the acceleration build. And I think I do.
Schumacher's just ahead. Cooley's 2 seconds behind.
Like I said, it's the weird on-metal tube Ford engine, which is somehow weirder than a normal Ford engine. I don't want to do that. Cool! That's blinding! Sun setting.
Slip down no visor. They'll have an extra sunshade like an astronaut
Cooley's 2
helmet.
seconds behind you.
Oh. That did not go well.
Let's get that position back.
I hate to tell you, I doubt it's gonna happen, but you can try. You really can't defend at A1 ring. You just
Cooley's
can't.
just ahead.
I don't want to be all James Hunt on him. I think fight you back. can definitely defend on A1 ring, but here's the thing, circumstantially, this year we've had probably the twitchiest F1 cars of all, and basically every driver is still getting used to it. If you try and defend too hard, you're gonna cause an altercation, kind of like what just happened right there. So, he should be trying, in my opinion, but I also, from a driver's perspective, understand why he's not trying to defend so
He's
heavily.
gaining on you. You're in 8th position now.
I'm considering risking a pit just so I can get in some push laps and see what happens, because I don't think we're gonna get some points otherwise. Go with the old tried and true early 2000s Ferrari strategy, which I realize hasn't happened yet, but you know, it's tried and true, even if it's only been tried in the future.
Cooley's 3 seconds ahead. He's pulling away. Williams, right behind you.
Oh, my engine is not happy already. I think I'm going
Truly
to
4 seconds ahead.
Tuero's glitchy radio finally gave up on him.
So, I solved...
What in the wayward Williams walnuts was that? That was unnecessary. There'll probably be an FI investigation. Anyway, what were you saying, Mark?
I solved the problem.
That stereo microphone cable actually is a good suggestion, but I have no idea if the technology is nearly that big. It's probably very compact in the Formula 1 cars, and the other thing is, it might just be a software issue, because that happened to me on the Mac once. Macs are weird. Taking a huge risk here.
You're in 15th position now.
I think it's worth a mild try. Fresh tires, bit too much fuel. I'm kind of over encumbered right now. And running in 15th. Running in 14th.
Only a second ahead. Rosset's only a second behind.
Don't want to crash into Takagi. There we are. Smooth interchange. That was bad.
Rosset's only a second behind. Tagaki's just ahead. Rosset's 3 seconds back. Your best lap.
It's getting dark in here.
There's a yellow flag ahead.
Oh.
Slow down, don't pass. First is 2 seconds ahead.
And it's Rubens Barrichello in the wall after turn 4 in a similar accident with a similar position and similar avoidability.
I don't trust that.
I don't care who you is. What are you supposed to do?
Unfortunately, nothing. You can't really restart an F1 car engine once it's turned off without some serious effort. That's why it takes a little while for them all to get started up and heated up. But you've got a point. This year we have not seen that. Oh my god! We have not seen that in nearly the same capacity as we have previous years. The engines have been very good about staying running, staying moving. So this happened twice in a race. Once again, we had the dartboards, and then we had the engine problems. It's a weird double header for weird things that shouldn't happen today.
Tagaki 4 seconds behind you. You're in 12th position now. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Another
Slow
one?
down. Don't pass. First is 40 seconds ahead. Okay, you're out of the caution. Let's go.
Oh, that was 4.
Tagaki's dropped out of the race.
That was
Rosset 7 seconds back.
behind me? Oh, fuck's sake. Anyway, as I was saying, that was behind me. Why did I get a yellow flag for that?
First is 3 seconds ahead. Rosset 7 seconds back. That's your best lap.
Alright, I know the dry compound has a few laps of pace left when it starts to drop water. I gotta rely on that. Something is happening. We may get some premature pit stops here that I can take advantage of. Why? I don't know. The rest of the grid kind of acts like NPCs sometimes. I really need this rain to set in fast if it's gonna be a viable strategy, though.
First 8 seconds ahead.
Never mind.
We've got rain on the way.
Yes, I would imagine. Really need some premature pit stops. Really need some premature pit stops. Come on, lads, come on! Do something stupid. You only live once! Red lights on!
3 seconds behind you.
Or maybe I've just gone mad. Yeah, it's definitely just me. Yeah, I'm afraid some premature pit
You're
stops
now in
won't help
13th
now.
place. Only 2 laps to go.
Oh, come on. Wait! We have a chance! It's him! Come on, Rosset! We can fight him together!
Rosset just ahead.
I never thought I'd battle with Satiro. Aye, but a friend! Now I think I can do that. Oh god. Well, that worked out, kind of.
Rosset's only a second
It
ahead.
is fucking sopping out here.
Last lap.
Be my draft buddy. No! Rosset! No! He was all I had left! Except for Nakano, he's somewhere around here.
First is 7 seconds ahead. Rosset's only a second behind. On you.
What kind of miracle work did you do to recover from that quickly? Rosset? Rosset? Hello, respond to the radio. Rosset?
Rosset's only a second ahead.
Hell? boys. Here's to the worst finish of my fucking career. I don't think it's gonna get any worse than that unless I switch teams. Oh boy. Oh my god. I fucking... Oh boy. No. Jesus Christ. Never again, I say. Never again. Okay. I think we need to go through what happened a bit slowly, so we're gonna repeat these graphics a couple times so everyone gets a chance to see. Because a lot of madness occurred today. It's one of the strangest Grand Prix we've ever had. So, to start off, the weather patterns were very much like Argentina earlier in the year. They were very difficult to make a strategy surrounding, just for the big teams that generally use the Bridgestones. For smaller teams like Minardi that use the Michelins, it was a very bad day in terms of tire strategy. And that's what likely led to Tuero getting the worst finish of his career, that is 13th place. Now, he's a rookie, so this being his worst finish, like halfway into the season, it's quite good for record-wise, but the mental effect that it's going to have on him as a young driver is going to definitely take a toll on him. Now, in terms of the Drivers' Championship, we do have a major development, and that is because both Williams wrecked. Minardi stays in third. Bit funny how that worked out, but, you know, it did. And then the other thing is that Mika Hakkinen takes third place in the Drivers' Championship because Tuero did not score any points today. So, McLaren does increase its lead in the Constructors' Championship from that. But now that we've gotten you basically caught up on most of what's happening around the championships, I want to talk about what happened today just in general. Because we had some bizarre incidents, honestly. The two things that come to mind are, first of all, the cars sticking themselves into turn 3 like some kind of dartboard. It's very strange. I haven't seen it happen before, and I don't think that the wings, the front noses of the cars are rigid enough to do that. The other weird thing that happened is the two engines that failed to restart. This has been a very good year for engines in terms of them actually restarting. They have had some pressure issues, but they've actually been able to recover quite nicely from stalls. This is the first time we've had engines that were unable to recover from their stalls in quite a while, actually. So, very strange developments overall. But I think the strangest of all is that Rosset, in the final lap, was able to recover from a massive spin in turn 1 and hunt down Esteban Tuero to claim 12th place. That should not have happened. We all saw how far the car skidded out, how much it spun out, and we didn't have to do a big montage or replay because he immediately got up, but the speed and precision with which how he got up was incredibly suspicious and robotic. He stopped answering radio calls, and Tyrell says he's been mute since he got out of the car. That rarely happens. F1 drivers are extremely talkative even when they're tired. You can probably tell because I used to be an F1 driver. I'm talking my ass off here. But it's a very strange Grand Prix, I have to say.
That's a sentence I never thought I'd say.
You're right, Mark. I should wrap up here. But before I do, congratulations to Mika Hakkinen for a great victory, and congratulations to Prost for their first point of the season. Well done, everyone. I'm Victor Simons.
My name is Markiplier, and I dare you to do it again.
The music is still going. We just gotta stall for a second. Make some funny noises. Woo, woo, yee, yee.
The bass is kicking in.
Bing, bang, so we got ding, boo.
There's no sun.
I promise it's slurred. Goodbye.
Bye.
Formula 1 coverage on YouTube is presented exclusively by Oricon. Breaking news! Victor Simons, sportscaster and spokesperson in general for Formula 1, has, oh my god, he looks like my clone. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, damn. I know how that one guy who, he had the, yeah. I know how he felt. Anyway, Victor Simons used the social media platform Crosstalk, only available to the people aboard the Super Dimensional Fortress 1, to advocate, or supposedly advocate, for the killing of either Roy Fokker or Rick Hunter. Roy Fokker, of course, being deceased for a couple of years now. But, here's the thing, he claims that it was obvious satire. Is that true? Well, you'll hear the second voice, which is also his own voice, in the background, telling him that he's getting details wrong. I'm actually talking about Rick Hunter. Never mind. I don't know how I made them. They both fly the exact same. Their planes look the same. Their planes are the same. Roy used to be Skull Leader, now Rick is Skull Leader. And the top comment is in the spirit of the culture aboard the SDF-1. So, it's hard to argue with that, and I don't even know why he's on board the SDF-1, how he has time to attend Formula 1 races within that, but, anyway. Likely, since this is a social media controversy, it will blow over soon, but it's always interesting to see your favorite celebrities get into these situations and talk about things they think are important, especially when he's literally trying to make a point about people calling for other people to assassinate people. Anyway, stay tuned for any potential further detail. I'm gonna be honest, there probably aren't gonna be any further details, but there could be, so just keep your channel on, fucks, for God's sake.